Another easy one. Golly. It's good to see some guys hang in there. You know, it's a weird wind today. Some of those balls hit the right field were hit better than it looked. You really had, their guy that hit the home runs just leaned on those. But generally, some of those balls were getting off the screen at the least. But, what do you say? They hung in. Things weren't going our way. We did some good things. We used dang near everybody. Bullpen did their job. Good team win.
Last week you guys were in control of most of those games, but today you had to come from behind with down 4 going with 6 outs left. Just to see that fight, just what does that show you about this team?
We're starting, the whole belief. You got to have something to lean on. You can't just believe in something that has never happened. So little things that we've done, we've tried to stress it as a staff that, hey, look at how close we were to, this, that, and the other. We've had the time around the plate in tons of games. And now, they're starting to see it pay off. And, that's what it's about. You start believing and, I've been around teams that are like that. There's just something special about them, later on. But you got to have something, that's happened good for you.
Did you feel like the offense was kind of due tonight? It felt like there were a lot of quality at bats. I think you guys only had 6 or 7 strikeouts. Just what'd you think overall, despite only scoring one in the first 7?
Yeah, and you go back and you look at some of those. Carry on smokes one at the third baseman. There's a run. B-Rob leans on one that should have gotten off the screen. There's a run. We just kept saying, keep the good ABs coming, keep the good decisions, the good swings. It's going to happen. And you need. How many times they walked us a pile, didn't they? Yeah, 11. Yeah. That'll work too. We walked them 7. Clean that up, but we left a bundle on, didn't we? Yeah, just 14. We left 13, but again, they're winning, and they're winning against good competition. That was the plan.
Tyler's at bat. Fouling a few pitches off to draw the walk. That's just kind of textbook what he does.
It's I wish he had something to do with me. I taught him, but he's always been that way. It's an innate ability to speed up, slow down, get barrels, but also the pitch recognition. As soon as it comes out of the hand, he knows whether it's going or not. And, I was just saying, Brock, please don't hit into a double play, because I really felt like, Tyler would get a base hit or draw a walk.
Jordan comes through for you guys again in the 9th. I think today is his birthday also. Just what can you say anymore about what he's been giving you guys the last 5 or 6 games?
He's playing like a major leaguer, really and truly. He's playing fast, he's playing hyper, he's having good ABs, he's making good choices on pitch selection. The ball's starting to jump off of his bat. I did have to pull him off the side. Your 21st birthday, I get it, but we got class tomorrow, we got to get on board and be ready to go for Clemson.
Did you feel like you had no choice but to go to Montgomery?
Yes, that was kind of where we were at. The metrics stated, right-handers face fair off better, and if you got somebody that's got some juice behind it, for the hitter that we brought him in, 14, then that was our best play. If he would have gone back out, it would have been, something quick, like just to get a couple and then go to somebody else. Because the plan was still to start him Sunday. So, and he didn't throw 5 pitches, something like that, 4. And that's pretty dang good pitches.
I was going to say, what he's done these last couple of times, does it make you think about postseason as a closer kind of guy?
It's something that we're starting to discuss with Jonah having 4 pitches now. You've got other guys that you can go to, Connor Whitaker, not drawing a blank on everybody, but there's plenty of options that you have. But, the back end's important, but Davis Hare is pretty dang good down there. I don't want to just say, okay, Carson, this is what we need to do. This is what's best for the team, because we got to make sure we're getting quality starts. So we'll figure it out. It may transpire a different way, which we say this is better for us. And it may be a situation based upon all the information that we get that says, hey, Jonah needs to start against these guys, or whatever the case may be. So we'll figure it out.
You guys threw 9 guys today, going with the whole staff approach, and it seemed like most of them really did their job, and you got out of them what you wanted. Just what can you say about the whole staff today?
Yeah, it was good. There was guys that were battling through. Like Connor Whitaker wasn't great. You know, I think that freshman, you know, starting to, he was a little bit sloppy because he's a strike throwing machine, and he wasn't today. But he pitched out of it. So again, you can lean on that later on. And you know, Davis was Davis. And he did his thing, and Army got some big outs for us. I like to throw a little emotion out of him. First time, you know, I want to see that. So it was good for a lot of them. Some of the older guys, Wyatt was fine, and we got a ton of them. It's a beautiful thing.
And not that all midweek games aren't big, but did it feel like this one, just the way it was playing out with Georgia Southern this season they've been having?
Absolutely.
A little bit more extra on this one.
They're legit. No scrap and claw, and they're one of the most accurate throwing teams I've seen. I mean, the right fielder caught everything. The infielders made great plays. They threw every ball right there, chest high. The catcher made great plays behind the plate, saved them a couple of times. And you know, when you field 980, that is absolutely unbelievable. That's a credit to their coaching staff and the hard work those guys have put in. That is a big-time team. It's a good W to get.
It seemed like Jackson was sort of one pitch away from giving you guys a real solid 3 innings. Just what did you see from him overall in his first career start?
It was just the misses were pretty big, you know, and that's not him. He's a strike throwing guy as well. That's got the carry to the fastball. And, the velocity and everything was fine, but the misses were kind of large. And, you know, the breaking ball was not a good pitch. But, you know, again, it's something that you can learn from.
Just how's Greeny doing after that turnaround first base?
Yeah. We can't tell right now if it's a strain or cramp, so it's going to take, you know, a lot of hydration and probably another hour or so before you can really tell.
I think you guys leave for Clemson in like just over 12 hours. Just how do you have a quick turnaround like that to make sure the guys are ready to go again?
You make a quick meeting and say, go get, you know, eat and go to bed, guys. We gotta be ready to go. You gotta go to class. It's what you signed up for, and you're just kind of making this guy's counting, this guy's counting, and the guy next to you's counting on you. You know, if we get to the situation where you're not eligible for the postseason, what's all this for? So, and we'll get on a bird, get up there, and move around a little bit, and get a good night's rest, and you'll be fine. They're college kids; they're resilient. I might be dragging, but
I just had one about Carson. Just what makes him seem like he's so calm in those kind of situations? What gives him that confidence, that calm demeanor to really be able to, you know, 2 outs, bases loaded, be able to calmly do it the way that he is?
you know, and it's sometimes guys have that coming in. It's really rare for guys to have that. And Carson was a guy that, you know, sometimes I was like, oh, he's over amped up, you know, he's over excited or whatever you want to call it. And he's just grown into that to where, you know, give me the ball. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know this, that, and the other, where we are in the game and the situation. And, you know, his pitching is reflecting that.
The ACC this season, Coach, might be the best it's ever been, and some are saying it's the best conference in baseball, top to bottom. Clemson struggled to start. They're getting hot a little bit. What do you expect from them and just having to compete and match that energy that you've had the last couple of weeks?
They're 5-0 against the SEC.
Yeah.
You know, the ACC is a bear, and I don't care what their record is. Those guys are really, really good. They're going to run horses out there on the mound. They're going to have guys that can bang it. They can run. It's a tough environment. You know, and there's a lot of teams that we've played that I'm like, I told people Duke's really good, you know. Well, they are. You know, it's just a bizarre, you got to, you know, catch people at the right time and get hot at the right time, if you will. So I like where we're at. We kind of took our lumps. We did, you know, we learned from it. So here we are. We're starting to play better. You got to be able to do it on the road, just in case you do have to go on the road in the postseason. So this will be a good challenge for us.